7 open source AI projects. 7 different ways to build, secure, remember, research, and automate. This is the AI Playbook Phase 1. Your coding agent can already write HTML. Now it can turn that HTML into real video. This is HTML Video, an open source studio that turns a prompt, an article link, or a GitHub repo into a fully animated MP4. The agent reads the source, builds a multi-scene storyboard, writes animated HTML for every frame, and hands it to hyperframes. Then Chromium captures the motion. FFmpeg encodes it, and the finished video lands on your laptop. You get 21 license clean templates, support for 14 coding agent backends, editable scenes, and optional AI narration and music. The best part, it's Apache 2.0. No vendor lock-in, no per render fees. Your files stay local. If you make videos with code or want your agent to do it for you, search GitHub for nexu.io/HTML video. Star it, clone it, and turn your next idea into motion. What if an AI hacker attacked your app before a real attacker did? Meet Strix, an open-source penetration testing tool built around autonomous AI agents. Unlike a static scanner that only flags suspicious code, Strix runs your application, explores real behavior, and validates vulnerabilities with working proofs of concept. Its multi-agent team can map the attack surface, test access controls, injections, authentication, business logic, and browser-based attacks, then chain discoveries like a real red team. The results are built for developers: severity details, reproduction steps, remediation guidance, reports, and even generated patches. You can scan a local codebase, a GitHub repository, or a deployed application. Strix can also run inside CI pipelines and block insecure code before production. The rule is simple: only test systems you own or have explicit permission to assess. Search GitHub for use Strix/Strix. Star it, test responsibly, and fix the holes before attackers find them. A coding agent should not have to rediscover the same codebase every time you open a session. Codebase-memory-mcp turns a repository into a persistent knowledge graph built for AI coding agents. It parses functions, classes, call chains, HTTP routes, infrastructure files, and cross-service relationships, then makes that structure queryable through 15 MCP tools. The headline numbers are wild: 158 languages, structural queries under 1 millisecond, and the Linux kernel, 28 million lines, indexed in roughly 3 minutes. Instead of reading files one by one, your agent can search architecture, trace dependencies, analyze impact, detect dead code, and run graph queries directly. It ships as one static binary for Mac, Linux, and Windows. No Docker, no runtime dependencies, no API key, and processing stays local, so your source code never leaves the machine. Search GitHub for Deos data/codebase-memory-mcp. Install it, index once, and give your coding agent a memory that survives the next prompt. What if your job search optimized for fit instead of application volume? AI Job Search is an open-source framework built on Claude Code. You fork it, add your professional profile, and turn Claude into a private job application assistant. The workflow starts by evaluating a posting against your experience, skills, preferences, and constraints. If the opportunity makes sense, it can tailor your CV, draft a role-specific cover letter, prepare focused interview talking points. The goal is not to spam hundreds of employers. It is to spend less time on low-fit roles and produce stronger, reviewed applications for the opportunities that matter. Your profile becomes reusable context. Your documents stay editable, and the workflow runs on your machine so sensitive career data is not locked inside another subscription platform. You remain the decision maker. Review every claim, edit every document, and submit only when it represents you accurately. Search GitHub for Mads Lorentzen/AI Job Search. Fork it, add your profile, and make every application count. Grok is no longer just a chatbot. It is now a coding agent that lives in your terminal. Grok Build is SpaceXAI's open-source command line agent. It understands your codebase, edits files, executes shell commands, searches the web, and manages long-running tasks. You can use the full-screen interface for interactive development, run it headlessly inside scripts and CI, or connect it to an editor through the Agent Client Protocol. Under the hood, the public Rust repository includes the terminal interface, agent runtime, tool implementations, workspace controls, checkpoints, configuration, sandboxing, MCP support, skills, plugins, and hooks. Official binaries are available for Mac, Linux, and Windows, while the source is released under Apache 2.0. The real question is not whether Grok can write code. It is whether you would trust it to edit yours. Subscribe and follow the AI Playbook. Then tell us your answer in the comments. What if an AI agent could challenge your trading decisions instead of just generating signals? Vibe Trading is an open-source personal trading agent for market research, strategy development, backtesting, trade journals, and memory-backed workflows. Its standout feature is the shadow account. Upload a broker journal, let the agent summarize your behavior, extract repeatable rules, and compare your actual decisions with a rule-based shadow strategy. The project currently exposes 54 MCP tools and 88 finance skills, covering market data, factors, options, filings, news, swarms, backtests, reports, and broker connections. But an AI agent is not a crystal ball. Backtests can overfit, market conditions change, and every live decision still needs human review and risk controls. The maintainers also warn that they have no official token or meme coin. Can AI make traders more disciplined? Subscribe and follow the AI Playbook, then share your view in the comments. Your AI tools forget context. OpenWiki turns that disappearing information into a living local wiki. OpenWiki has two modes. Code mode generates and maintains documentation for the repository you are working in. Personal mode creates a private knowledge brain from sources you choose. Those sources can include local Git repositories, Gmail, Notion, Web Search, Hacker News, and X. Agent runs transform the raw information into connected markdown concepts instead of one giant pile of notes. For software teams, scheduled CI workflows can update the wiki and open documentation pull requests whenever the codebase changes. OpenWiki also maintains dedicated instruction blocks for coding agents, helping them reference the wiki when they need architectural context. Both modes can emit Google's Open Knowledge Format version 0.1, so the output stays portable and structured. What would you put inside your own AI wiki? Subscribe and follow the AI Playbook, then share your idea in the comments. That completes Phase 1. Which project should we test next? Subscribe, follow, and share your pick in the comments.